It's time for the Lucas Oil ASCS Sprint Car Dirt Series on the RacinBoys Broadcasting Network. Tonight's action is brought to you by Lucas Oil Products and MAV TV American Reel and presented by McCarthy Auto Group.
Thank you for coming out to night number 1 of the 45th running of the Devil's Bowl Spring Nationals. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to rise to your feet. It's time to make some noise because, ladies and gentlemen, only the best go 3 abreast, and you have them here tonight at the Devil's Bowl Speedway. Because, race fans, it's been a long winter, and this is what you've saved your lunch money for as they make their way through turn 3 and turn number 4. Side by side to the chalk line, and once again, Martin Edwards going to try to take off the race lead. Roger Crockett tries the slide, going to come up short, though, and Harley White's going to have second, but not for long. Here comes Travis Rylett. Travis Rylett with a big run on the outside through turns 1 and 2. Now we'll go to the outside of Roger Crockett. You just thought you knew where the cushion was. Travis Rylett just showed you where it was. Martin Edwards with a bobble, and here comes Roger Crockett. Roger Crockett pulls the trigger into turns 1 and 2, goes for the slide, tries for the race lead, denied. Martin Edwards going to drive right by. Here comes the rocket. Roger Crockett, the 11, dives it down to the bottom once again, this time into turns 3 and 4. Slides for the lead. No, he's going to stick to the bottom, and Roger Crockett's going to take it away. Thrashing until 3 o'clock in the morning just to make it to the Devil's Bowl. It will pay off with victory. Roger Crockett gets it done in 11. Sam Hafertepe Jr. crossing in second. Wayne Johnson crosses in third. Skylar G from 18th to 4th tonight. And the 95 of Matt Covington unofficially rounding out your top 10. 25 trips around the Texas Motor Speedway because race fans, it's showtime here in Texas. Oh, Wayne Johnson gets it sideways, and Harley White backs it into the wall upside down in a big way. Goes to 17W. The red lights are going to blink on. As they work off of turn number 4 down to the green, we're backing away. Off and running into turns 1 and 2. We'll see if the field makes it to the back straightaway. They will do so. It'll be Seth Bergman, though, jumping out with the early advantage. Bergman, a former race winner here at the Texas Motor Speedway Dirt Track, would like to earn another cowboy hat. Tony Stewart in the 14, sitting in second, looking for an opportunity to get the pass now. Swings it wide. Hafertepe's there to take advantage. Sam Hafertepe Jr. up into the second spot now. Tony Stewart back to third. Bergman gets it up on the right side tires through turn number 4. Here comes Hafertepe. Sam Hafertepe Jr. down to the bottom to the race lead. No, Bergman's going to have it as the caution is out. Seth Bergman will go to victory lane at the Texas Motor Speedway. He wins night number 1 of the Vancourt Texas Sprint Car Nationals. Sam Hafertepe Jr. crossing at second. Sammy Swindell in third. At the line, Tony Stewart holds on to 4th. Once more, side by side, nose to tail, clean start to the front straightaway. We're backing away. Sam Hafertepe Jr. out to the race lead. Tony Stewart running at second. This time Seth Bergman running at third. Sammy Swindell, Johnny Herrera right now. Those are your top 5 drivers. As we've got one upside down, Wayne Johnson in 2C. To the front straightaway, the wave of the green flag, and we're backing away. Sam Hafertepe taking off of the race lead. Tony Stewart bicycles the car a little bit. The turns 1 and 2, gathers it back up, and we say green to the back straightaway. Seth Bergman right now running to the third spot, looking to his inside now. The 45 exit Johnny Herrera. Herrera spins the tires, and Sammy Swindell's going to have the run to the outside. Into turns 3 and 4 now. Sam Hafertepe again down to the bottom as look out! Sam Hafertepe upside down into the wall. As your leader, meanwhile, Tony Stewart out front of this one, starting to run down the back of the field as they have 10 laps completed. Now 11 laps in the books as Brady Bacon takes over the second spot into turns 1 and 2. As we go back to the race lead, the 14 of Tony Stewart gets into dirty air, bobbles it now. Brady Bacon has the race lead. Tony Stewart falling to second. The 23 of Seth Bergman closing in now as Tony Stewart slides it wide through turns 3 and 4. Bergman around the bottom, not able to get to charge. Has problems now for Tony Stewart, the Ford Performance entry, slowing around the bottom side of turns 3 and 4. Into turn 3, this time out of turn number 4. We'll see if he can hold on to it as he bicycles the car all kinds of sideways. A lot of smoke for a moment, but Brady Bacon's going to get it done. Brady Bacon grabs the win. Sammy Swindell crossing in second. Third will go to the 45 exit Johnny Herrera. Fourth will go to the 1 of Travis Rylett. Your top 5 unofficially rounding out with the 84 of Brandon Hanks. Your field works off of turn number 4. We're green. Carson Short going to try to take off the race lead. Scott Boguski may have other things in mind. He's going to roll to the top shelf, and he's going to have it. It'll be Scott Boguski rocketing up to the race lead. Now down to the bottom side of turn turns 3 and 4 as we've got one spinning down into the infield. Caution lights are going to blink on as look out. We've got one upside down. That's your race leader. Scott Boguski with a violent ride over in turn number 2 as the caution was coming out for the 23B of Brian Bell, and the red lights are going to blink on. Slow pace being set by Carson Shore. Mark Smith to his outside as they roll to the front straightaway. We're back underway. And just like that, Mark Smith's going to take off for the race lead. Matt Covington going to move him into second. Carson Shore going to get shuffled back to third. Tony Stewart in tow now into that 4th spot. He's going to work down to the bottom side of the speedway for third. He will have it. Within a couple of car lengths as they work into turns 3 and 4. Smith and Covington will try to battle for the race lead. Matt Covington's going to drive to the inside, and you've got a new leader. Matt Covington's going to steal the spot away. Mark Smith now turns it down to the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Covington tries to turn it down the racetrack. Smith has to force him out of the throttle, but Covington's still going to have the race lead. Put a half a straightaway between him and the M1 of Mark Smith. The Smith was held up by the 99 of Skylar G. Now Covington, he bobbled off to the bottom. He hit the inside berm that just about sent him straight into the concrete. A great recovery by Matt Covington, though, as Mark Smith held up by slower traffic. That allows Tony Stewart to close the gap now. Out of turn number 4, the checkered flag is out, and the debut of the National Tour at Paducah International Raceway goes to Matt Covington. Matt Covington with the win. Tony Stewart crossing in second. Third is going to go to Mark Smith. Fourth will go to Seth Bergman. Fifth will go to the 2C of Wayne Johnson. Because race fans, this is what you saved your lunch money for as your field works into 3. And at turn number 4, we're green on night number 1 of the Battle of the Groves. Your field racing off into turns 1 and 2. It will be Hodnett with the advantage. Mark Smith right now going to run in second. Sitting in that 3rd spot, the driver out of Royersford, Pennsylvania. In 7 is going to be Steve Buckwalter. Sam Haferteep Jr. currently riding in the 4th spot as they work through turns 3 and 4. Trying to stay in the top 5 is going to be the 2C of Wayne Johnson. Mark Smith immediately going to go to the high side of turns 1 and 2. Steve Buckwalter down to the bottom. This will be your fight for second to the back straightaway. Buckwalter has a run. Now Mark Smith trying to hold him off as they work into turns 3 and 4. Smith going to slam the door on him. Takes it down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Sam Haferteep Jr. and Wayne Johnson watching as this battle goes on, though, as they ride in the 4th and 5th spot. As he rides in that 6th position, Chad Layton in 7th, Jason Barney in 8th, Trey Starks and Johnny Herrera slipping back to 10th now in the last restart as they're side by side for the 5th spot. Lucas Wolf going to the high side of the 2C of Wayne Johnson on the front straightaway. Johnson able to hold him off, though. Johnson slips off the bottom a little bit. Lucas Wolf is there now to the inside line. He's got it. Lucas Wolf will move into the top 5 as your leader. Works to the bottom of turn 3. At a turn number 4, he will go to victory lane with $4,000 in his pocket. Night 1 of the Battle of the Groves belongs to Greg Hodnett. Mark Smith crossing in second. Third will go to Steve Buckwalter. Fourth will go to Sam Haferteep Jr. Fifth unofficially to Wayne Johnson. As your field makes their way into turns 3 and 4, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy 25 trips around Selinsgrove Speedway, because race fans, this is what you saved your lunch money for. To the front straightaway and to the green, night number 2 of the Battle of the Groves. Off into turns 1 and 2, the battle for the race lead. Bergman has it on the outside, though. He's going to be challenged. We'll see if he can have it. On the outside line, rolls Blaine Heimbach. Will he have the race lead on lap number 1? He will have it. It'll be Heimbach leading the 23 of Seth Bergman, running in second. Sitting in third is going to be the 44. And it's going to be Trey Stark, Derek Locke, and Robbie Stillwagon, your top 5 in the opening lap. They run 4th, 5th, and 6th on the speedway now into turns 1 and 2. Mark Smith looks to the middle group. He will have the position on Strata now. Move him around the 42 E and M1. He works to the back straightway, sets his sights on the 77 machine now. Derek Locke has got company. Mark Smith working middle to top side in turns 3 and 4. Locke around the bottom now to the front straightway. Side by side at the line, it's Mark Smith. By 0.016 seconds, Mark Smith takes the position away. As we have 6 laps remaining. It is Heimbach, Starks, Brannick, Bergman, Smith, your top 5. Locke, Strata, Covington, Grasso, Boguski, your top 10. Covington, Baylog, Stillwagon, Hahn, and Ryan Smith, your top 15. Off into turns 3 and 4. Write the name on the check. $5,000 will go to Blaine Heimbach here at Selinsgrove Speedway. Heimbach with the win. Trey Starks crossing in second. Davey Brannick will cross in third. Mark Smith in fourth. And fifth will go to Seth Bergman. This is what you saved your lunch money for. Up to turn number 4, we're green at Humboldt. Wayne Johnson will take off of the race lead. Battle for second to start things off here. Blake Hahn with the advantage on the high side. Johnny Herrera air braked it to the bottom. Tried to stick it down low. Wasn't able to do so as contact. Parker Price Miller and Kyle Bellum come together. Wayne Johnson again will take off of the race lead. This time he will report to the high side in turns 1 and 2. He will lead Blake Hahn to the back straightaway. Johnny Herrera riding in third. Parker Price Miller in fourth. Battle for fifth right now. Matt Covington challenged to the inside by Tony Stewart. Advantage to Stewart. Off and running in the battle for third will shape up. Johnny Herrera on the high side, able to hold off the charge of Tony Stewart. Their turns 1 and 2 now. Dives the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Misses it, and Stewart's going to take advantage. Tony Stewart up into the third spot now. Johnny Herrera falls to fourth. Tony Stewart back under fire from the 45X of Johnny Herrera. Herrera up to the high side with a run to the back straightaway. Pinches the 14 down to the bottom of the racetrack. He will grab the third spot away for a moment. Stewart right there, not giving an inch though, and he's going to reclaim it at the line. At a turn number 4, the checkered flag set to fly, and Wayne Johnson will win here at Humboldt Speedway. Blake Hahn will cross in second, Tony Stewart crossing in third, Johnny Herrera in fourth, Matt Covington rounding out your top 5. McCarthy Auto Group KC Classic race fans, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy 25 trips around, because this is what you saved your lunch money for. Off at turn number 4, we're green at Lakeside. Cross him up and slice him up down the front straightaway. Jack Dover going to take off of the race lead. Tony Stewart has something to say about it, though, as they work to the back straightaway. Stewart in 14. In pursuit now as they roll into turns 3 and 4. Hafertein falls to fourth with Seth Bergman right now running at your top 5. Back to the front of the field. Here comes Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart up the line's going to have it. Tony Stewart takes away the top spot, and they were at a dead tie. A dead tie at the line. Tony Stewart has the race lead, though, as they work to the back straightaway. Keep your eye on the battle for third. Seth Bergman throws it into the middle. He slides it across the nose of the 15H of Sam Hafertein Jr. That is the battle for the points lead right there. Seth Bergman takes his spot away from the 15H of Sam Hafertein Jr. Hafertein dives the bottom of turns 1 and 2. They will remain unchanged into turns 3 and 4. Maybe not. The 21 of Brian Brown with a big run to the inside. He's got one. Can he get 2? He's got it. Brian Brown skates by 2 of them, and he's going to give one back. Nienheiser in the battle again once more with the 21 of Brian Brown. Bolt driver setting sight to the 15H of Sam Hafertein Jr. Hafertein across the racetrack. Nienheiser is there in 9. Good battle for the 4th spot right now. Nienheiser down to the bottom. Sam Hafertein across the racetrack, and Nienheiser is going to take the spot. Up to the high side we go, but down to the low side goes Seth Bergman. He's going to go after Jack Dover for the 2nd spot. He's got it. It'll be Seth Bergman up in the 2nd. Jack Dover falls to 3rd. Brian Brown with a big run now. Dover right now able to give the 21 a bay, but for how long? Not long. That's what it is. Brian Brown down to the bottom of the slide for 3rd. He's got it from Jack Dover. The middle group that turns 3 and 4. The battle for the race lead is about to begin. Here comes Bergman at 23. Seth Bergman down to the bottom side of turns 1 and 2. Slide job for the race lead. He will take it for Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart turns it down the racetrack, tries to reclaim it. Denied though. Bergman up to the top spot. As Bergman has to work on the 1P of Curtis Evans, he will put him a lap down. As now Brown will make his way by for 2nd, and he's going to bring Jack Dover along with him. Tony Stewart trying to work down the racetrack to get in the racing line now will do so as he holds on the charge of the 15H of Sam Hafertein Jr. Clears Jack Dover to the back straightaway to reclaim the 3rd spot as he will pick up the win tonight at Lakeside Speedway. Seth Bergman goes to victory lane in the KC Classic. Brian Brown will cross in 2nd. 3rd will go to Tony Stewart. 4th will go to Jack Dover. 5th to Sam Hafertein Jr. And this time advantage will be to Derek Hagar. Robbie Price on the bottom side of the speedway falls to 2nd. Now side by side for 3rd. Behind them you got Seth Bergman working top shelf. The 2C of Wayne Johnson working down to the bottom. Price, the car shoveling out from underneath him a little bit as he had a run on the bottom side through turns 3 and 4. He will hold 2nd on lap number 1. The battle for 3rd though still side by side, and Bergman now with the advantage. Bergman takes it down to the bottom. Oh my! Seth Bergman upside down in turns 3 and 4. Travis Rylett restarting at 6th, Tim Crawley in 7th, Matt Covington in 8th, Skylar G in 9th, and Johnny Herrera rounding out your top 10 as we get back at it. 4 wide with slower traffic that lined up amongst the leaders, and Sammy Swindell is going to go to the high side and hold that 3rd spot. On the high side now as we come to the halfway point, Tim Crawley trying to get the run on Matt Covington's number 95. Covington off of the bottom. Crawley not able to make the charge that time. He reports to the high side in turns 1 and 2. Slams that hole and he digs the right rear end. Now he's got a run on Covington going into turns 3 and 4. Sammy Swindell going to roll the middle groove through turns 1 and 2. He's going to take over 2nd for Derek Hagar. Hagar back to 3rd now. Blake Hahn going to run in 4th. And he will have the run this time on Skinner to the front straightaway at the line. Too close to call. It looked like Skinner may have edged him out though, but now Crawley will have the advantage to the back straightaway. Sammy Swindell will set his sights on your race leader. As they work their turns 3 and 4, Swindell tries to pinch it down underneath the 15H of Haferteep. Haferteep able to hold him off now. Through turns 1 and 2 for the final time. Sammy Swindell trying to set something up here in the closing lap. As they'll work into turn 3. At a turn number 4, does Swindell have anything as the double checkered flags for Sam Haferteep Jr. at I-30 Speedway. Sam Haferteep Jr. grabs the win. Sammy Swindell crossing in second, third going Tim Crawley, Derek Hagar in fourth with Marshall Skinner in fifth. This is what you've saved your lunch money for. Up at turn number 4, we're green on night number 1 of the ASCS Sizzling Summer Speed Week. Travis Ryland, Sam Haferteep Jr. going to dice it up for the race lead. It will be Ryland with the advantage. Those two drivers swapping lines going to the first 2 turns. Now Ryland going to commit down to the bottom through turns 3 and 4. Haferteep trying the high side. Back underway, and Haferteep again tries the bottom side. He tries to take it up right next to the one of Travis Ryland. Pressures him up against the concrete now. He's going to have the advantage for a moment. Ryland, though, sticks it to the high side. He's on the gas. He's on the go, and he's going to have the race lead on your opening lap. Travis Ryland and Sam Haferteep Jr. battling side by side on lap 17. It continues to be the one of Travis Ryland. Sam Haferteep Jr., though, right there down to the inside, looking for the race lead. Denied once again. Travis Ryland has the advantage. Ryland has the advantage, but now he's going to get cut off. Sam Haferteep able to use the 99 of Skylar G as a pick, and he's going to take over the top spot. It is Sammy Swindell working to the top shelf. The one of Travis Ryland working down to the bottom, trying to get back to second as him and Swindell just about make contact on the back straightaway. Sammy Swindell, meanwhile, going to take the spot away. Move him up into third now in 3. White flag set to fly. The battle for the race lead is on in the closing lap. It'll be Haferteep up to the high side. Bergman down to the bottom. Bergman denied as Haferteep holds on to the race lead. To the back straightaway now. Haferteep gets the tires loose from underneath them. Seth Bergman goes to the outside. Will he have enough as they come down to the checkered flag? No, Haferteep has got it. Sam Haferteep Jr. with the win. Seth Bergman crossing in second. Sammy Swindell in third. John Carney in the second and fourth. And Jake Buback unofficially rounding out your top 5. 30 trips around the Route 66 Motor Speedway because race fans, this is what you've saved your lunch money for. Up at turn number 4, we're green on night number 2 of Speed Week. Contact to the front straightaway between Swindell and Trahorn, and wow, all kinds of carnage as the caution lights are going to come on. Just like that, Sammy Swindell's going to jump up into the race lead. Travis Ryland with a big run to the outside, goes side by side and 3 wide as he is going to be in a hurry here. Works to the high side of turns 3 and 4, battling right now to the back bumper, the 17W of Harley White. Travis Ryland already up into the 7th spot and 1. Off and running once again. As Travis Ryland's got 3 positions on the restart here, working around the 17W of Harley White, getting by the 99 of Skylar G, and finishing off with the 52 of Blake Hahn, but the caution is out. Into turn 3 and at turn number 4, the checkered flag is going to fly, and Sammy Swindell is going to get the win. Swindell grabs the win. Matt Covington holds on to second. Travis Ryland in third. Blake Hahn in fourth, and Harley White unofficially running at your top 5. On round 3 of the ASCS Sizzling Summer Speed Week, this is what you've saved your lunch money for. Up at turn number 4, we're green at the Devil's Bowl. Side-by-side drag race into turns 1 and 2. We'll see who comes out with the race lead. It will be Scott Boguski on the inside line. He will pull the 52 of Blake Hahn to the back straightaway. Sammy Swindell watching right now in that third spot. Travis Ryland running in fourth. Blake Hahn trying to pitch him down to the bottom and take his momentum away. He's going to end up bobbling to the high side, and here comes Sam Haferteep to try to get around both of them. 3 wide to the back straightaway. Haferteep tries for a 2-for-1 deal. The door slams in his face, though. Denied the position. Rolling to the back bumper of the $9 of Kyle Clark, not able to get around him. Now here comes Swindell with the advantage. Swindell with a big run down to the inside to turns 1 and 2. Boguski takes it high. He's able to hold off the Whiteley veteran now as they roll to the back straightaway. He swings wide through turns 3 and 4. Sammy Swindell to his back bumper now. Your battle is for the lead. Working lap number 17. Scott Boguski to the high side. Sammy Swindell in tow. Sam Haferteep is right there now. Swindell within a half a car length down the back straightaway. It is Scott Boguski. Still not able to get around the 77X of Alex Hill. Now will slide her through turns 1 and 2. She has to roll out of the throttle, and Sammy Swindell's there to capitalize. He will get by the Soar machine. Haferteep now to the inside of Alex Hill. They touch it at turns 3 and 4. At turn number 4, he will get it done. He will go to victory lane. Scott Boguski wins at the Devil's Bowl. Scott Boguski wins. Sammy Swindell in second. Third will go to the 52 of Blake Hahn. Fourth to the 15H of Sam Haferteep Jr. Your top 5 will round out with the 1 of Travis Ryland. 25 trips around the Lawton Speedway, because it's showtime. And it looks like the start's going to be no good. Terry Maddox with the green flag simply hanging in his hand, and they will bring the caution lights on as the field bolts to the back straightaway. And that'll be followed by the red. And we're underway. The drag race into turns 1 and 2. Wayne Johnson to the outside. Roger Crockett down to the inside. It'll be Wayne Johnson with the advantage to the back straightaway. Sammy Swindell with a pass to the high side up into that second spot. Roger Crockett shuffled back to third early on. Sam Hafertepe Jr. right there in fourth with Seth Bergman up into fifth. Blake Hahn back up into that sixth spot. Johnny Herrera in seven. Now slips it off of the high side of the speedway. He's going to lose 3 spots in the process. The 28 of Scott Boguski, the 8 of Alex Sewell, and the 74B of Jake Buback, all able to make their way by as we've got one in the wall to the back straightaway. That's your points leader, Sam Hafertepe Jr. Wayne Johnson smooth off of the cushion at turns 3 and 4. Sammy Swindell in tow. Roger Crockett in third. As look how Scott Boguski just slapped the wall. Exiting turn number 4, the caution is out. Seth Bergman this time commits to the bottom, slides across the racetrack, clears the 11 of Roger Crockett. Crockett turns it down the racing surface, trying to take the spot back, not able to do so. Gets back to the top before Blake Hahn can get by him. Hahn turns it down to the bottom, exiting turn number 4. They just about go 3 wide. That'll be the battle for third, fourth, and fifth. Now Hahn down to the bottom. He's got 1. Can he get 2? He's got it. Forces the 23 onto the brakes, and Roger Crockett going to dive to the inside, and he's going to take the 4th spot away. Blake Hahn up into third. Seth Bergman has something to say about it, though. He will get back by the 11 of Roger Crockett. The J2 of John Curry, the second is going to come up with him. Again, he has slower traffic right ahead of him. Can Sammy Swindell capitalize here on the closing lap to within 1 car length down the back straightaway? Here comes Swindell. Will he have anything in turns 3 and 4 as he will work down to the bottom side? Wayne Johnson up to the outside. Can he use the lap car as a pick? No! Wayne Johnson goes to victory lane at Lawton Speedway. Sammy Swindell crossing in second. Third will go to Blake Hahn. Fourth will go to Seth Bergman. Your top 5 running out with John Curry the second. Because this is what you saved your lunch money for. Up at turn number 4, we're green. Off into turns 1 and 2, we'll see who has the advantage. It will be a drag race still to the back straightaway. Alex Hill even with the 28 of Scott Boguski. Who's going to have it as they work into turns 3 and 4? On the high side, it will be Scott Boguski with Sammy Swindell following up into that second spot. Hafertepe trying to look around the 77. He wasn't able to. Through turns 1 and 2, maybe have the run in turns 3 and 4 to the front straightaway. Oh no, contact, and Alex Hill with a huge flip here on the front straightaway. And Swindell clear Boguski as they work to the front straightaway. It will be Sammy Swindell rocketing to the race lead. Sammy Swindell up to the top spot, immediately reports down to the bottom of turns 1 and 2 to kill any chance Boguski had to try to get around him. Sam Hafertepe a little bit of a hop to the right rear, and now with a big run down to the bottom of 3 and 4 with the slide for second, he will have it. Sam Hafertepe Jr. up into second, goes to the high side in turns 1 and 2. Boguski back to his inside. They will go wheel to wheel to the back straightaway, and Hafertepe is going to edge him out. Hafertepe with a big run to the back straightaway now. 3 car lengths, 2 car lengths. Here comes Sam Hafertepe Jr. down to the inside. Slides off for the race lead. Hafertepe's got it. Swindell going to battle back to his inside. They nearly touch. Swindell down to the bottom. Hafertepe up to the high side, and Sammy Swindell's back in the race lead. Turn it down to the middle. Sam Hafertepe Jr. Oh, they do touch a little bit. Sammy Swindell battling hard with Sam Hafertepe Jr. Slides, job, city. Swindell's going to take it back. Sam Hafertepe Jr. had the slide. Sammy Swindell's going to reclaim it. Now they swap lines that time in turns 1 and 2, and Swindell's going to show him how to get it done on the high side. Sideways right in front of your race leader as they touch just a little bit in turns 1 and 2. He will work to the high side of turn 3, this time out of turn number 4. Turn number 4, the checkered flag is out, and slamming. Sammy Swindell gets the win at Creek County Speedway. Sammy Swindell with the win. Sam Hafertepe Jr. crossing in second. Third on the closing lap will go to the 52 of Blake Hahn. He clears Scott Boguski by a 1/10 of a second. Roger Crockett will cross it 5th. Off of turn number 4, 30 times around. We'll try it again. And just like that, Sammy Swindell's going to jump back out to the race lead. Skylar G again going to run up to second. 3 wide again for that third spot. Wayne Johnson to the inside. John Curry the second to the middle. Jeff Stossa this time to the outside. It'll be Wayne Johnson with the advantage as they roll into turns 3 and 4. Stossa shuffle back to fourth. Now challenging back on the outside as they work to the front straightaway. Turns 1 and 2. He's going to give up the second spot. He almost lost more than that. The 2C of Wayne Johnson able to make his way by now. Skylar G going to fall to third. Lucky nobody else on the lead lap was close enough to capitalize as now Matt Covington with a run to the outside. Exiting turn number 2. He's going to take over the spot from Sam Hafertepe Jr. As we've come to the halfway point of our feature event here at the Salina Speedway. Seth Bergman working to the inside of Sam Haperteep Jr. as well. The 15H losing 2 spots on that lap is now Bergman going to commit to the inside, tries to slide on Matt Covington. Covington working to the outside. He's going to outrun him to the back straightaway. Just past the halfway point of our feature event here at the Lucas Oil American Sprint Car Series. Battle on the racetrack right now between Sam Haperteep Jr. and Seth Bergman. Bergman gives the spot up to the 15H, but he's going to battle back to his inside as here comes Jack Dover. Bergman uses a lap car as a pick as he's going to get by the 15H of Sam Haperteep Jr., courtesy of the 26M of Fred Maddox. Jack Dover closing back in is now Haperteep with another run to the inside. Good battle on the speedway right now. Smooth around the bottom of turns 1 and 2 goes Swindell. Johnson in tow now. As Matt Covington losing some positions here on the restart. He's going to drop 2 spots. Carney and Bergman both able to make their way by as they come around to the white flag one more time around. It is Swindell to the back straightaway for the final time. All kinds of sideways in the 3. He gathers it back up. Wayne Johnson not close enough to capitalize. He's going to close in a hurry, though, but off of turn number 4, the checkered flag is out. Sammy Swindell's going to win at Salina Speedway. Wayne Johnson going to cross in second. Skylar G in third. Fourth will go to John Carney the second. Fifth will go to the 23 of Seth Bergman. This is what you saved your lunch money for. Night number 1 at Dirt Cup goes green. Wayne Johnson's going to take off for the race lead into turns 1 and 2. Sam Haperteep Jr. bolting to his outside to the back straightaway. He will have it as they work into turns 3 and 4. Wayne Johnson not giving up, though, on the bottom side. Haperteep on the cushion, though. He's going to lead lap number 1. Travis Ryland under fire from the 52 of Blake Hahn. Hahn got all kinds of squirrely off the exit at turn number 2. Got it back underneath him, though. He is still right there glued to the back bumper. The BDS Motorsports number 1 works to the bottom side once again to the back straightaway. Ryland spins the tires, and Hahn this time going to have the advantage as they roll to turns 3 and 4. Everybody, though, still chasing Sam Haperteep Jr. with 19 laps to go.
Now going around the outside of Ball, going to put him a lap down, but now he's got Starks, Covington, and Smith all in front of him. He's going to slide jump 3 cars in one corner to clear him. What a move by Sam Haperteep Jr.
Boy, threading the needle through lap traffic as the battle for second goes to the way of Blake Hahn as we are watching your leader slice and dice through slower traffic. The 15H of Sam Haperteep Jr. leading by 2.670 seconds last time by with less than 5 to go.
We almost just had a green to checkered main event. Unfortunately, Travis Ryland, who was running 4th, goes up, slaps the wall.
As they work to the back straightaway for the final time into turn 3, this time at turn number 4, night number 1 of the Jim Raper Memorial Dirt Cup will go to Sam Haperteep Jr. Blake Hahn will cross in second, third, working through turns 3 and 4 to the 21P of Robbie Price. Wayne Johnson right there, but he will cross in fourth. Roger Cross comes up to round your top 5. This is what you saved your lunch money for as your field works off at turn number 4. We're green on night number 2 of the Dirt Cup. Off and running into turns 1 and 2, it will be the 1 of Travis Riley jumping out to the early advantage. Battle for second right now. Oh, Dupont on upside down. He ran right over the front of the 26 of Joey Saldana. Several cars upside down. Now the red lights are on. Travis Riley with a fantastic start to start things off. We'll see if he can do it again as they make their way up at turn number 4. We're underway. Oh, no, dice it up here the front straightaway. More drivers upside down. Johnny Herrera, Robbie Price, they both go upside down. Working down to the bottom side of the speedway goes your lead drivers. Now Seth Bergman with a run from the high side down to the bottom. He's going to clear the 20 to Scott Boguski with momentum on the inside. Can he clear the 3 of J.J. Hickle? No, Hickle's going to hold on to it. J.J. Hickle holds on to third now. Seth Bergman rolls to the middle, and he's going to grab the cushion to the back straightaway. Another big run now. He's going to dive to the bottom of the 3 machine. He's going to have that third spot. Seth Bergman has found something.
In and 8 left. Seth Bergman closing on Sowell on the back straightaway.
Boy, he's got a big run down to the bottom of the racetrack. With the slide goes Seth Bergman. He's going to take away the second spot. Does he have enough, though, to run down Travis Riley? Seth Bergman going to try it again here on the restart. Travis Riley able to keep in the bay now. Here comes Bergman down to the bottom with the slide. This is your battle for the lead. Travis Riley going to come back after him as they work to the front straightaway. Right to the back bumper. Both drivers dive to the bottom. Bergman's going to slide it out. Riley's going to commit down to the bottom side of the speedway trying to make something happen. Bergman's going to run away on the back straightway. The turns 3 and 4 for the final time from 16th. He will win here tonight at Skagit Speedway. Seth Bergman gets it done on night number 2 of the Dirt Cup. Travis Riley crossing in second. Jason Sowald in third. Scott Boguski holds on to fourth. The 33 of Colton Heath crossing in fifth. For 40 laps once more. Round 3. Back to green. Scott Boguski, that time they were dead even once again, but a much better start as they worked off at turn number 4, and he's going to roll right away for the 23 of Seth Bergman here on the restart. Into turns 3 and 4, Boguski pogo sticks it a little bit. The 23 of Seth Bergman right there to his back bumper now as they work into turns 1 and 2.
Boguski leads lap 1 of Dirt Cup. It's Bergman to the inside. New leader at turn number 2. It's Bergman. Boguski battling back on the high side. Bergman slides up to the cushion. Boguski turns it underneath, but Bergman leads lap number 2.
As Seth Bergman has to adjust his line from the bottom to the top to the bottom now as he works on the 95 of Matt Covington. Working right to the center of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2. Slides out and grabs the cushion to the back straightaway. Travis Ryland all the way around with a big run to the back straightaway. He's got a slower car to his inside. He has to think better of diving down to the bottom, and Boguski's going to hold on to second. One more time around Skagit Speedway. As a young man, he came to this racetrack and he watched in awe and wonder of the sprint cars that circled the Skagit Speedway. For the final time, he will work to the back straightway. A long time coming, a long time dreaming. He's going to take 15 grand. Seth Bergman wins the Dirt Cup. Seth Bergman wins. Scott Boguski in second. Sam Hafertepe Jr. from 18th to 3rd. Travis Ryland 4th. Logan Forler in 5th. Brock Lindley in 6th. Buddy Kofoid in 7th. Trey Starks, J.J. Hick. Ladies and gentlemen, as the field begins to roll into turns 1 and 2 into the back straightway, they will break rank from side by side to 3 wide. But the very first position, the top spot tonight, that is reserved in the memory of Jason Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, the missing man formation on night number 1 of the Brownfield Classic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to rise to your feet. It's time to make some noise because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 3-wide Adrenaline Rush. This is the Lucas Oil American Sprint Car Series. The 33V of Henry Van Dam, now he will have a chance to lead him to the drop of the green flag. Solwall to his outside. A near picture perfect start as they make their way to the front straightway, and we're underway. Henry Van Dam will take off of the race lead. Jason Solwall giving chase on the outside line through turns 3 and 4. He will have the run. He will have the race lead on lap number 1. Solwall's going to show the way. A lot of smoke now coming up of Kyle Miller's number 6 machine. A little puff of flame down the back straightway. A lot of oil coming out of that engine and erupting into flames on the header, though. Not slowing him down any as the flame almost immediately erupting itself as fast as it's coming up. Only 2 car lengths separate your top 2 drivers now as they work into turns 1 and 2. Henry Van Dam goes to the high side. Jason Solwall down to the bottom now, right to his back bumper. He'll dive to the inside. Henry Van Dam to the race lead. Henry Van Dam with a dive to the bottom. He'll slide it across the racetrack now. Jason Solwall battling back to his inside as they go side by side to turns 1 and 2. Van Dam swings it wide. Seth Bergman is there to his inside. Battle for second now. Here comes Bergman to 23. Seth Bergman forces the issue down to the bottom of the speedway as the caution is out. Driver coming to a stop over in turn number 4. Takes it up across the racetrack. Bergman around the high side, though, with momentum. Will dive down to the bottom for the second spot. He's going to take it into turns 3 and 4. Slides up to the high side, exiting the 4th turn is now. Van Dam has more company. The 15H of Sam Hafertepe Jr. The battle is on for that 3rd spot, though. The 33V of Henry Van Dam. He will work to the outside. Sam Hafertepe Jr. working down to the bottom. He will slide across the nose of the 33 to take over the position now. But off into turn 3, this time out of turn number 4, the checkered flag will fly, and night number 1 of the Brownfield Classic belongs to Jason Solwall. Seth Bergman crossing in second, Sam Hafertepe Jr. in third. The final transfer into tomorrow's feature event will go to Henry Van Dam in 4th. Chase Getz crossing in 5th. On the Grays Harbor Raceway because of the Brownfield Classic. This is what you've saved your lunch money for. Off of turn number 4, we're green. Your field racing off into turns 1 and 2. They will make it to the back straightaway, and Sam Hafertepe Jr. is going to take off for the race lead. Battle for second. The 33V of Henry Van Dam has it. The 23 of Seth Bergman files in line into that 3rd spot. The 18 of Jason Solwall giving chase in 4th. As Hafertepe still on the bottom of the racetrack now, able to slide out a little bit as he works by the 45X of Johnny Herrera. Henry Van Dam in a nice little chess game here as they work into turns 3 and 4. Slides in front of the 45X. He's getting held up, though, by Chris Schmelsley. And immediately going to lose another 5 car lengths to the 15H of Sam Hafertepe Jr. Problems now. Your ASCS National Points leader. He is down in the infield. Seth Bergman's night is coming to an end. As problems now for the 33V of Henry Van Dam. The rear brakes exploding into flames. As we look back through the running order, Joey Saldana on the restart, taking over the 3rd spot in the routine racing number 26. Able to get around the 45 of Wheatley, able to get around the 33 of Heath. Wheatley also around the 33 to the 4th spot. as now problems. Saldana down the back straightaway, slowing suddenly on the high side. Austin Wheatley's going to make his way by. Joey Saldana, something wrong as he has lost all kinds of speed. Now he gets it back underneath them as they work into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Off of turn number 4, the checkered flag is flying. The Brownfield Classic goes to Sam Hafertepe Jr. Jason Sobald crossing in second. Third will go to Austin Wheatley. Fourth will go to Joey Saldana. Your top 5 is going to round out with Colton Heath. Here, Harley White looking for her first career win. Can she get it done here tonight at Gallatin Speedway? Off of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, we're green at the Grizzly Nationals. Matt Covington going to take off of the race lead. Sam Hafertepe Jr. slides up into second now, rolls the high side of the back straightway. Side by side with the 95 of Matt Covington for the race lead. Off of turn number 4, Covington tries to slide across the 15H's nose. Not going to get it done. It's going to be Hafertepe leading. Sam Hafertepe Jr. leading the way. Harley White now up top side, working around the 95 of Matt Covington. She'll take away the second spot. Covington back to third. As they work into turns 3 and 4, White's going to turn it down the racetrack. Tries to pull the trigger this time. Can't get it done now. Goes back to the outside. Hafertepe held up in the 5J and Jamie Ball. Sam Hafertepe not able to get around the Soar Machine as now Matt Covington's back to second on the back straightaway. Matt Covington back into second now. Harley White falls to third. Turns it down the racetrack. Times a diamond and down to the bottom. Not able to get the charge on Covington. In the right rear has just expired on Hafertepe's number 15. The right rear also expiring on Blake Hahn's number 52. 2 drivers now with exploded right rear tires, and the caution is out. Harley White is there trying to make something happen off of turn number 4. Down to the checkered flag. It's in the air. Matt Covington is your winner. Matt Covington wins. Harley White crossing in second. Third is going to go to the 2C of Wayne Johnson. Fourth will go to the 28 of Scott Boguski. Skylar G crossing in fifth. Trevor Kirkland in sixth. Seth Bergman in seventh. Travis Rylett, Kelly Miller, and Sam Hafertepe Jr. salvages a top 10 finish here tonight. Because race fans at the Grizzly Nationals, this is what you saved your lunch money for. After turn number 4, we're green. Side by side to turns 1 and 2 for the race lead. Skylar G on the inside, Matt Covington to the outside. They are evenly matched to the back straightaway. Now Skylar G going to pull the advantage as they come around to try to complete lap number 1. He will have a lot of ground to make up as he had already made his way into the top 10. Now we'll try to run back through the field as Skylar G has run down slower traffic, and Blake Hahn just threw the slide job for second. Takes it away from the 95 of Matt Covington. Now he will work to the back straightaway and clear that machine. Now a pair of slower cars directly in front of him as Blake Hahn has worked to the high side of the speedway. Skylar G, he's going to thread the needle to the front straightaway to clear slower cars. This time, though, the white flag is out one more time around. Off of turn number 2 to the back straightaway for the final time. He will work into turn 3. At turn number 4, the checkered flag is flying. Skylar G wins for the first time with the National Tour. Skylar G wins. Blake Hahn's going to cross in second. Sam Hafertepe Jr. in third. Matt Covington to fourth. Wayne Johnson to fifth. Travis Rylett in sixth. Kelly Miller in seventh. Harley White, Seth Bergman, and Chris Martin unofficially rounding out your top 10. This is what you saved your lunch money for. After turn number 4, we're green. Chris Martin going to try and take off of the race lead. Scott Boguski slides it up into second. Now Skylar G going to turn it down the racetrack. Dives to his inside as they work into turns 3 and 4. Martin trying to lead lap number 1. He will do so in 44. Skylar G takes over second now. Scott Boguski in third. Challenge to the inside by the 15H of Sam Hafertepe Jr. Hafertepe not able to get the run off of turn number 2. Now regains his momentum as they work into turns 3 and 4. Both drivers vying for the bottom side of the speedway. It will be Hafertepe with the advantage though. As the battle for the lead about to shape up, Sam Hafertepe Jr. around the bottom of the speedway. Chris Martin's got company now into turns 1 and 2. Hafertepe is there, gets it up on the inside berm, brings it back down, and Chris Martin's going to hold on to it. Ned Powers in the 0, rolling slow on the front straightaway, trying to make it to the infield. He's going to come up just short, though, as he'll try to turn it down. The rear end is still sticking out to the racetrack. Now it looks like he might be clear to the front straightaway as they'll continue to roll under green flag conditions. It continues to be Chris Martin now with Sam Hafertepe Jr. all over him, trying to avoid any stoppage that we can now. As Hafertepe slides it up the high side of turns 1 and 2. Hafertepe tried to throw it in the high side, and he just handed a straightaway back to the 44 of Chris Martin. Battle for the third spot. Wayne Johnson slides it down to the inside of the 52 of Blake Hahn. He's going to take it now. Hahn trying to work back by the 2C, trying to use the 77X as a pick, though. Not able to happen as Wayne Johnson just about goes right over the right side tires of Blake Hahn. Now just about 4 wide as Seth Bergman's going to take advantage. Seth Bergman on the outside. The door swingeth wide, and he runs through as he's going to pick up 3 spots in a shot, and he's going to move up to the third spot. He's going to take it into turn 3. And at turn number 4, the checkered flag will fly for the first time for Chris Martin with the American Sprint Car Series. Sam Hafertepe Jr. crossing in second. Seth Bergman crosses in third. Fourth going to Blake Kahn. Fifth on the final lap goes to the 2C of Wayne Johnson. To make their way into 3 off until number 4. We're green on Brant Agricultural Shootout Night here at Brown County Speedway. Off into turns 1 and 2 into the back straight with a battle for the race lead. Now it'll be Skylar G in 99 rolling high side. Matt Covington down to the bottom. It will be Skylar G on lap number 1. Skylar G will lead the opening lap. Matt Covington running a second. Seth Bergman running a third. Sam Hafertepe Jr. stalking in that 4th spot now. 3-car battle for the runner-up spot. The 95 of Matt Covington trying to take it. The 23 of Seth Bergman has it. And the 15H of Sam Hafertepe Jr. is trying to run around both of them. As they battle, though, your race leader continues to be Skylar G in the 99 with 22 laps to go. Seth Bergman in second. Sam Hafertepe Jr. in third. Now with Travis Ryland looking to his outside. Travis Ryland has found the outside line, and he's going to take advantage of it to go around the 15H machine. Now working high side in turns 3 and 4. Can he get the same run in the 23 of Seth Bergman? Dives it down to the bottom this time into turns 1 and 2. Bergman rolls to the middle groove. Now catches the outside groove as they work to the back straightaway. Good battle throughout the top 5 as Skylar G is on the bottom. Sitting duck though to the high side. Here comes Matt Covington to the top spot. Matt Covington takes over the race lead at 95. Skylar G back to second now. Seth Bergman closing in that 3rd spot. Travis Ryland running at 4. Sam Hafertepe Jr. running at your top 5. Johnny Herrera running at 6. Blake Kahn running at 7. Now challenged to the outside by Chris Martin. Runs down to the bottom side of the 95 of Matt Covington. Shows in the nose. Not able to get the run. Will Covington adjust his line this time into turns 1 and 2 to avoid the pass? He will work top shelf up at turn number 4. He will have 5 car lengths, and he does. He adjusts his line down to the middle of the racetrack. Skylar G showing his cards too soon. Up at turn number 4. For the final time here at Brown County Speedway, Matt Covington rolls to the front straightaway, and he will win on Brant Agricultural Night at Brown County Speedway. The 99 of Skylar G will cross in second. The 15-8 to Sam Hafertepe Jr. in third. Travis Ryland in fourth, and Johnny Herrera unofficially rounding out your top 5. 25 trips around the Mason City Motor Speedway because race fans, this is what you saved your lunch money for. To the front straightaway, and we're green. Off into turns 1 and 2, the field side by side. 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Contact mid-pack, and Baguski goes around at 28. Drop of the green flag. Gets on the gas as they work to the front straightaway, and we're back underway. Hafertepe's going to take off of the race lead into turns 1 and 2. Chris Martin giving chase on the high side for third. Goes the 95 of Matt Covington. Not happening though. The 99 of Skylar G going to work down to his inside to try to claim the position now as they work into turns 3 and 4. Covington still working top shelf as they work around to the front straightaway. Advantage will be to Skylar G at the line. As it'll continue to be the 15-inch of Sam Hafertepe Jr. now coming up to lap his teammate Alex Hill. Alex working around the bottom side of the speedway as the battle for second. Skylar G down to the inside. Chris Martin to the outside. The 44 pedaling hard. Skylar G is there though to the inside. The advantage to the 99 as they work into turns 3 and 4. As they go back to the battle for the 3rd spot, the 44 of Chris Martin trying to hold off the 95 of Matt Covington. As meanwhile, Sam Hafertepe Jr. still right at a half a straightaway as we've got one hard into the wall and upside down over in turns 3 and 4. That's the 44 of Chris Martin. Into turn 3, this time out of turn number 4, the National Tour points leader will pad his lead a little bit more here tonight. Sam Hafertepe Jr. wins at Mason City. Second will go to Skylar G. Third will go to Wayne Johnson. Fourth will go to Blake Kahn. Fifth will go to Matt Covington.
As they work their way through turns 3 and 4, looking, green flag.
Racing down in turns 1 and 2, Mason Daniel on the bottom. Thomas Kennedy to the high side. Daniel across the nose of the 21K. Kennedy turns it down to the bottom, side by side for the race lead to open things up.
Jamie Ball moves up into the 3rd spot as Kennedy now rockets across the bottom of turn number 3, sliding to the cushion in turn 4 to lead them here in lap number 1. Kennedy goes back to the top. Here comes Baguski around the inside of Jamie Ball. He'll move up into the 3rd spot. Down the back chute now. Here comes Jamie Ball to the inside. Side by side for 3rd as they race into 3.
You've got a 4-car battle for that 3rd spot brewing up right now. Jamie Ball has it. Scott Baguski trying to take it away from him. You had Brian Brown, and you had the 27 of Greg Condon in there. Now Condon shuffle back. Swindell's going to make his way by, and here comes Joe Beaver at 53. He's going to get back into the top 5.
Brian Brown found the middle as he entered into turn number 1. Got up on the cushion there in turn number 2 now to take the spot back. Here comes Hodnett back around the inside of Brian Brown. Down into turn number 3. Boy, what a run Hodnett gets as he enters the turn. But Brian Brown strong off the top of the racetrack. He'll put the whip to her down the first straightaway.
Brian Brown and turns it off to the top and down to the bottom. He gets a great run now, goes after Boguski again, haunting it. They switch lines again in turns 1 and 2, top to bottom, bottom to top.
Nose to tail as they race into turn number 1.
Boy, Scott Boguski just air braked that thing in a huge way in the middle of turns 1 and 2. He just lost all kinds of ground, and here comes Sammy Swindell. He got a 3-for-1 deal to the back straightaway. Sammy Swindell, old guys rule in this one. Jamie Ball tries to turn it down the racetrack to try to keep his momentum up and work that middle line. The 3S of Sammy Swindell, though, there to take it away, as we'll report back to the leaders for just a moment. The 21K, Thomas Kennedy continuing to lead this thing as he works into slower traffic. Sammy Swindell comes down to the white flag. He's battling for the second spot now. Does he have enough to maybe get up and get a win here? He gets around Mason Daniel. He goes to the high side, exiting to number 2. Does he have enough to get the 21K at Thomas Kennedy?
He won with the Arctic at All-Star Circuit of Champions, and he's going for the lead in turn number 4. They nearly get together. Off turn 4, checkered 5 will wait, and Thomas Kennedy will hang on for the win here on night number 1.
What an amazing drive by Sammy Swindell, but he's going to come up close. Thomas Kennedy gets the win. Swindell crosses at second. Mason Daniel in third. Brian Brown and Ryan Giles, unofficially your top 5 here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy 20 times around the historic half mile, because race fans, it's showtime!
Down the chute, into the turn, 3 wide for the lead in turns 1 and 2. Cole Duncan leading him down the back straightaway, side by side for the second spot. Here comes Wayne Johnson alongside of Carson Macedo as they go 3 wide for 4th.
What a way to start things off here, as Cole Duncan's going to come around to try to lead lap number 1. Wayne Johnson, all kinds of sideways there for a moment behind the 41 of Carson Macedo. That's going to open the door for the Searsboro Telephone. Coming in number 24 of Terry McCarl will take over the 3rd spot.
The Brownsburg Bullet moves up into the 3rd spot as Wayne Johnson tries to come back around on the outside.
Wayne Johnson pedaling hard on the cushion as they work to the front straightaway. Joey Saldana smooth off of the bottom. The Redeem Racing number 26 going to take over that 3rd spot as everybody chases Cole Duncan. You have Carson Macedo running in 2nd, Joey Saldana, Wayne Johnson, and now the battle for 5th.
Terry McCarl moves by Wayne Johnson down the back straightaway. Tim Kading coming with him.
Nose to tail into turns 1 and 2. Now they'll begin to break right to the middle goes Terry McCarl. 3 wide for the 2nd spot on the inside, though. Joey Saldana's going to have the advantage, and he's got the run to the back straightaway. The battle is for the lead.
Joey Saldana slides up across turn number 4 to take the lead in turn 4. Cole Duncan running in the 2nd spot. Here comes Carson Macedo back to the inside of McCarl for 3rd.
On the outside, Cole Duncan right to the middle goes Carson Macedo, though. He threads the needle. The battle for the 2nd spot. Cole Duncan turns it down. He reclaims the position as here comes Terry McCarl once again running 4th, looking for 3rd this time, but keep your eye at the front as Cole Duncan had a big run. Now McCarl with the slide for the 3rd spot.
McCarl made a big move there in turn number 4, got up over the cushion, allows Carson Macedo to get back by him on the inside. Now he'll go back to the cushion, side by side for the 3rd spot in turn number 2. McCarl with a bit of an advantage now. Macedo makes a run down the back chute in 3rd, but look at your leader, Joey Saldana, pulling away. Here comes Macedo back to 2nd.
Boy, Carson Macedo just drove the bottom and let that car swing across the racetrack. Now Cole Duncan gets the door slammed in his face as Macedo holds the position. That's going to allow Terry McCarl again to look down to that inside line. No happening though this time as they work to the back straightaway.
Here comes Carson Macedo. Your race is for the lead. Down the back straightaway to the inside. You've got a new leader in turn 3.
Carson Macedo now threads the needle, goes right between Joey Saldana and the lap car in front of him. He goes up and slams the cushion. Here comes Joey Saldana, the Routine Racing 26. He's not done yet. The driver out of Lemoore, California, driving in memory of Jason Johnson. That car's first trip back to the Knoxville Raceway is going to end in victory. Your winner is Carson Macedo in the Jason Johnson Racing number 41.
As the place stands up and applause, this is going to be a good one, and that was a Jim Dandy, race fans.
Joey Saldana crossing at 2nd, Terry McCarl in 3rd, Tim Kading in 4th, Giovanni Selzi unofficially rounding out your top 5 in this feature event.
Cole Duncan comes home 6th unofficially, Brooke Tatnell 7th, Harley White 8th, Wayne Johnson 9th, and unofficially rounding out your top 10 is Johnny Herrera. As they make their way around turns 3 and 4, the next time around, we'd like to make a big round of applause for the field as they come back by. Carson Macedo, driving the Jason Johnson Racing Dissolvable Mesilla Valley Transportation car number 41, in honor of our champion, Jason Johnson. Justin Clark with the green flag in hand. Looking, green flag, and we're underway. Three wide as they race into turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Joey Saldana with the advantage. Now Terry McCarl up into the 2nd spot. Greg Hodman now moving to the inside of Gio Selzi for the 4th position. Brian Brown racing 3rd. Sammy Swindell spun here on the front chute, but we stay green. Joey now going to the inside and going to the bottom in 1 and 2. That up on the top side of the racetrack for Terry McCarl. He's got to run down the back straightaway. You've got a new leader. T-Mac leading down the back straightaway now. He'll go to the bottom of turn number 3. Joey back to the cushion and 4 down McCarl. Back up to the high side as well. You'll soon have a 4-car battle for the second spot as they work into turn number 3. Brownie to the bottom. Here comes Carson Macedo up on the high side. Brownie slides up to block. Here comes Macedo. He turns the car to the left. Finds the moisture on the bottom of the racetrack in turn 4 and makes a run into turn number 1. He moves up to the 3rd spot. He's not done yet. He'll try to take second now. Hits the cushion in turn number 2. Here comes Tim Kading now to the inside of Gio Selzy in turn 3. He's got it as they work into turn number 4. They're all up on the high side. Battle for second down the front chute now. Carson Macedo moves across turn 1 to take the number 2 position. 9 laps to go this time by, and your race is for the lead. Slide job coming up. You've got a new leader. The crowd goes wild here at Knoxville. Terry McCarl closing back in on Brian Brown as they race down into turn number 3. Brownie up on the high side. Look at McCarl able to drive into the inside of turns 3 and 4. Nearly side by side they are. McCarl gets back by him by the flag stand. T-Mac is not done yet either. He's found a groove right around the, holy cow, right around the inside. And now he's got the push to pass button hammered down into turn number 3. He'll look to the inside of Macedo. Macedo bobbles on the top. T-Mac takes the lead back. This time by tip of the green. 2 to go. They're both on the bottom. So is McCarl. Here comes Macedo as they race in turn 4. Terry McCarl is a 5-time 360 Knoxville Nationals champion. Terry McCarl getting the win. Carson Macedo second. Brian Brown on the podium in 3rd. Joey Saldana finishing 4th. Thomas Kennedy 5th. All this unofficial.
Just about set to find out as the field rolls through turns 3 and 4. Terry Maddox with the green flag in hand off of turn 4. Green flag's out, we're underway. Down into turn number 1, the 3 wide as they race into turn number 2. Back into pack, they'll sort them out as they work down the back straightaway. Willie Croft will lead him down the back chute. Carson Macedo running in that second spot into turn number 3. Jonathan Cornell in the 3rd spot. Here comes Macedo now to the outside. Your race is for the lead. Down the first straightaway, Willie Croft will lead lap 1. Seth Bergman, the car number 23, side by side in turn number 4 as they race for the lead here on the first straightaway. He leans down to shut the door. Bergman starting to run the top. Good battle between Wayne Johnson and Seth Bergman now. The lead duo certainly have this field covered. Carney, Johnson, Kahn now. Coming up to Bergman with Cornell. Carson Macedo starting to pull away from Willie Croft in the second spot. John Carney, second, running in the 3rd position in the car number 7. Then it's back to Wayne Johnson running 4th in the car number 2. He and Blake Hahn battling for the 4th spot as they work down the back straightaway. Tonight driving Tony Stewart's car number 14, looking for an ultimate challenge win. Through the middle and low side of turns 3 and 4 for the final time as they race off the top of turn number 4. Your Sage Fruit Ultimate Challenge winner is Carson Macedo! John Carney coming home in the 2nd spot. Willie Croft is 3rd, Blake Hahn 4th, and Wayne Johnson rounding out your top 5 cars here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy 25 trips around the Hamilton County Speedway, because this is what you saved your lunch money for. Off of turn number 4, we're green. Oh, a few drivers playing bumper tag on the start. Everybody gets a little sideways, but we continue on. Green flag racing is up front. Jamie Ball with the advantage of the outside line. It'll be the 5J rocketing to the race lead. Jamie Ball to the lead. Harley White running in 2nd. Johnny Herrera running in 3rd as they come around to try to complete lap number 1. As he will roll to the front straightaway. Jamie Ball starting to open up his advantage now to a half a straightaway over the 45X of Johnny Herrera. Matt Covington, meanwhile, taking away the 3rd spot. He gets it away from the CastBotLoader.com 17W of Harley White. His problems in turns 1 and 2 for the 52 of Blake Hahn. He got the car all kinds of sideways. He gathers it back up. Side by side again for the 5th spot. Blake Hahn down to the inside, slides it across the nose to the 23 of Bergman, and he's going to take the spot. Bergman, though, turns it down, and he's going to make the charge to the inside of turns 3 and 4. It'll be Hahn on the outside, Bergman down to the inside. Hahn with a big run to the front straightaway, just about bumper tack to 17W of Harley White. Looks like he's gathered one of the infield cones. It is wedged up under the front of the car. It is actually riding between the left front and the frame rail right now. It is not spit out on the racetrack, but it is definitely hampering the handle on that machine. Into turns 3 and 4, the driver out of Knoxville, Iowa, in his rookie season with the Lucas Oil American Sprint Car Series will get it done. Jamie Ball will win at Hamilton County Speedway. Johnny Herrera crossing in second, Matt Covington in third, Blake Hahn in fourth, and Seth Bergman unofficially rounding out your top 5. Night number 1 of the Lake Ozark 360 Nationals goes green now off of turn number 4. Off into turns 1 and 2, your field bolting to the back straightaway. It'll be Sammy Swindell on the high side going to the race lead. Tyler Thomas working down to the inside. Here comes Sam Haverteep Jr. They're trying to go 3 wide for a moment. Haverteep now swings to the outside. They shuffle Swindell back to third. Here comes Haverteep on the high side. Tyler Thomas down to the bottom. Oh, look out! We've got one upside down to the front straightaway. Your field racing off into the first 2 turns. Sam Haverteep immediately reported to the high side, gets the run of Tyler Thomas to the back straightaway, bolts right by the 91T, turns it down the racetrack, blocks the charge of Tyler Thomas, and he's going to have the race lead. Thomas running in second, Sammy Swindell running in third, Randy Martin running in fourth. In fifth, it's going to be Derek Hagar. Now the pass for second. Give it to the 3S of Sammy Swindell, sneaking by on the inside of the 91T of Tyler Thomas off of the second turn. As we've got problems over in turns 1 and 2, that is your race leader, Sam Haverteep Jr., coming to a stop over in turn number 1. Now Kyle Bellum operating on the high side. He had fallen back a couple of spots on the restart, but he has made them up in a hurry now as they just about tap tires. Back behind them, you have Matt Covington, Blake Hahn, and Wayne Johnson all battling there from 7th on back, and it is Blake Hahn who dives to the bottom and has the advantage right now. Matt Covington coming back after him with Wayne Johnson just about 3 wide as they made their way off of turn number 2 as their leader has taken the white flag to the back straightaway for the final time in this one. He will roll to the bottom of turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, he will secure a $3,000 payday tonight at the Lake Ozark Speedway. Sammy Swindell gets the win. Sammy Swindell grabs the win. Second off of turn number 4 will go to the 9 junior Derek Hagar. Third will go to the 14K of Kyle Bellum. Fourth will go to the 91T of Tyler Thomas. Rounding out your top 5 unofficially will be the 23 of Seth Bergman. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to rise to your feet. It's time to make some noise because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 3-wide Adrenaline Rush. This is the Lucas Oil American Sprint Car Series. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you saved your lunch money for. For turn number 4, we're green at the Lake Ozark Speedway 360 Nationals. Kyle Bellum trying to outrun the veteran here on the start. Problems for Sam Haverteep Jr. in the middle of the pack. It looked like we're about to have a melee, but everybody makes it by. We go green, and Sammy Swindell's going to win that drag race for the race lead. Kyle Bellum running in second. Derek Hagar now challenging to the inside, running in third. Has the run to the back straightaway. Bellum, though, beats him out by a half a car. Now going to pitch to the 9 junior down to the bottom. Slides it across the racetrack. Hagar's there. He's got the run. He's got the momentum. He's got second. Seth Bergman back into third, battling now with the 21 of Brian Brown. Brown coming on strong here in the closing laps to take away the final spot on the podium. Bergman back to fourth, trying to battle back to the inside of the FVP number 21 right now. One more time around for the driver out of Germantown, Tennessee. He will work to the back straightaway for the final time. And at Lake Ozark Speedway, $3,000 last night, $10,000 tonight. Sammy Swindell gets the job done in the Lake Ozark 360 Nationals. Second will go to the 9 junior of Derek Hagar. Third to the 21 of Brian Brown. Fourth to the 23 of Seth Bergman. Your top 5 rounds out with the 28C of Jonathan Cornell. This is what you saved your lunch money for. Your field up at turn number 4. We're green on night number 1 of the Hockey McMillan Memorial. Wayne Johnson on the inside trying to take over the race lead. Racing to his outside, Tyler Blank. It will be Johnson with the advantage. Sammy Swindell looking to the inside. Contact between the 75 and Swindell. Backs into the wall. The 75 turns and he goes front side first. The caution lights are going to come on. Off of turn number 4, down to the wave of the green flag, and we're underway. And just like that, Wayne Johnson going to take off of the race lead. The 14K of Kyle Bellum working that inside up into second. They'll move Scott Pogowski back to third now. Sam Haverteep going to take that spot away from him. Haverteep bumping that left rear tire of Kyle Bellum just a little bit. As Pogowski able to race his way back by for that third spot. Sam Haverteep now going to switch lines to the outside. Rolls right to the middle. Gets around the 28 once more. As we got trouble over in turns 1 and 2, the 22M of Sean McClellan sits broadside in the middle of the turns. Everybody jumping down to the bottom line in turns 1 and 2. Wayne Johnson taking back off of the race lead. Battle for second now. Scott Boguski trying the middle line of the 14K of Kyle Bellum. The Sunblade.com number 28 will have the advantage. It'll be Boguski up in the second now. Rolls the middle, trying to look for the race lead of the 2C of Wayne Johnson. Johnson throttles away from it down the back straightaway, though. He'll be joined swiftly by the 15H of Sam Haferteep Jr. Haferteep running in third. Bellum running in fourth. Now Dylan Westbrook looking to get around him on the restart. It'll be Westbrook looking to the back over the 14K as Scott Boguski looked for the race lead for a moment, slides it wide, and here comes Haferteep. Sam Haferteep Jr. takes over the runner-up spot. Boguski back to third now for what should be the final time. 4 times he has gone to victory lane this season. Tonight he'll make it win number 5 in 2018. Wayne Johnson wins the opening night of the Hawk and McMillan. The 15H of Sam Haferteep Jr. crossing in second. The 28 of Scott Boguski in third. The 47X of Dylan Westbrook in fourth. The 14K of Kyle Bellum, your top 5 unofficially. Because race fans, this is what you've saved your lunch money for as they make their way to the front straightaway. We're green on night number 2 of the Hawk and McMillan Memorial. Side by side for the race lead to start things off. Wayne Johnson going to rocket by on the bottom side. Matt Covington falling to second. Dylan Westbrook racing up into third. Johnny Herrera running in fourth. Look to the outside for the 81 and Jack Dover trying to take the spot away. Herrera's going to slide it up to block the charge. Matt Covington up top. Wayne Johnson down low with a run to the front straightaway. Matt Covington's going to take over the race lead. Matt Covington takes it by .001 seconds. He will have the top spot. Now Dylan Westbrook, he's going to race to the outside of Wayne Johnson. He will battle for the second spot. Wayne Johnson goes to the outside, looks for the race lead. Johnny Herrera trying the middle. Wayne Johnson with a big run to the back straightaway. He's going to reclaim the top spot. Covington's going to drive it to the bottom as hard as he can. He's going to slide it up across the racing surface, and he's going to deny the Wayne Johnson the race lead. Wayne Johnson now swapping lines into turns 1 and 2. Covington high, Johnson low. Covington cuts it down the racetrack, goes back for the race lead. He's got it down the back straightaway. Matt Covington back into the race lead. Wayne Johnson is there. Johnny Herrera is there. You've got Jake Buback and Sam Haferteep closing in now as they will go 1, 2, 3 down the front straightaway. It is Covington, Johnson, Herrera now down to the bottom into 1, slides it across the racetrack, exiting 2, gets it up over the cushion. Johnson's going to turn it underneath him to reclaim that second spot. Herrera's not done though. He's going to turn it back down to the bottom of the racetrack, slides across the nose of Wayne Johnson, and Herrera's up to second. Johnny Herrera up in the second, and Jake Buback, while all this is going on, he's sneaking by on the inside for third. Now he's possibly got second. He's got it down the back straightaway. Matt Covington leads. Johnny Herrera is there. Jake Buback is there. Your top 3 now on a breakaway. Talking about sneaking by on the bottom. How about Tony Bruce Jr. looking back now? He's up into 4th in the 86. Tony Bruce Jr. lined up 13th on the field, and now here comes Seth Bergman as well. Seth Bergman of the 23, he's into the fun now as he battles with the 15H of Sam Haferteep Jr. as you've got a new leader. Jake Buback's going to take it away. As they work to the front straight with Herrera trying to break a winless streak in that 45X. He has gone winless all season long. He's trying to pick up $3 here tonight. He's got the race lead down the back straightaway. Johnny Herrera to the top spot with 8 laps to go in the 45X. Buback challenging back to his inside, side by side. The drag race at the line. It will be Buback by .008 seconds over Herrera that time at the start-finish line. Herrera's going to clear him to the back straightaway though. As they work into turns 3 and 4, the checkered flag is going to fly this time, and for the first time this season, the man they call Hollywood, Johnny Herrera, wins at Lucas Oil Speedway. Tony Bruce Jr. with a fantastic run gets to second. Jake Buback in third, Matt Covington in fourth, Wayne Johnson in fifth. Off of turn number 4 to the green. Oh, this time Wayne Johnson's going to jump to the cushion. Sam Haferteep's going to roll to the bottom, and Haferteep's still going to have the advantage. Wayne Johnson, though, down the back straightaway. This time has a full head of steam as Haferteep drives it down to the bottom, blocks the charge of the 2C. Johnny Herrera behind them, 3 wide for the third spot. Matt Covington rolls the center and takes it. Matt Covington going to roll through the center as we complete lap number 1. It will be Covington up into third, Scott Boguski to fourth, Johnny Herrera running in fifth. Not slowing him down much either as the 2C of Wayne Johnson continues to ride in that second spot. Good battle right now going on for third. The 95 of Matt Covington and the 28 of Scott Boguski dicing it up right now. Boguski taking the spot away for the 95 of Covington. They've got the 45X of Johnny Herrera giving chase to them. The 21X of Carson Short running in 6th, and 7th is Dylan Westbrook. In 8th is the 86 of Tony Bruce Jr. 9th is Derek Hagar. 10th right now is the 23 of Seth Bergman. Matt Covington, meanwhile, back up into the 4th spot. Dylan Westbrook running in 5th. Johnny Herrera's running in 6th. Tony Bruce Jr. now there in 7th. 8th is Seth Bergman. 9th is Carson Short. And 10th is going to be Derek Hagar. Working through the middle of turns 3 and 4. It is Haferteep back to the cushion in 1 and 2. Wayne Johnson trailing by 3.489 seconds right now. He will sail it off into turns 1 and 2 on the outside line. He will work to the back straightaway for the final time into 3. At a turn number 4, the checkered flag will fly, and $10,000 is going to Sunnyvale, Texas. Sam Haferteep Jr. with the win. Sam Haferteep Jr. grabs the win in the 8th running of the Jesse Hawk and Daniel McMillan Memorial. 2nd is going to go to Scott Maguski. 3rd to Wayne Johnson. 4th to Seth Bergman. 5th will go to Tony Bruce Jr. on the final lap. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy 41 trips around Creek County Speedway, because for the final time in 2018, this is what you saved your lunch money for. Off of turn number 4, work green in the fall fling. Racing off into turns 1 and 2, it will be Haferteep with the advantage, but that start's coming back. Matt Covington just parked it in turns 1 and 2. The caution is out. As they make their way off of turn number 4, this time to the green, McClellan will have the advantage into turns 1 and 2. Haferteep's going to try to look to his outside, but it will be McClellan with the advantage to the back straightaway. Haferteep right there to his back bumper, though, as they work into turns 3 and 4. Jason Martin in the mix as well, side by side for second for a moment, as it will be Sean McClellan leading on lap number 1. Sam Haferteep, meanwhile, is going to rail the high side to the back straightaway, trying to get the run this time into turns 3 and 4. Battle for the race lead. It's McClellan down low. Sam Haferteep Jr. up high. Haferteep turns it down the racetrack now to the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Here comes the 15H, moving the 22 up out of the groove, and now he's going to have the race lead to the back straightaway. Sean McClellan going to try to battle back to the inside, this time through turns 3 and 4. It is Haferteep high. McClellan with the slide, and he will reclaim the top spot. He is there waiting for McClellan to just make a small mistake, as we have 8 laps to go. Haferteep's going to rail the high side. He's going to take over the race lead to the back straightaway. Sam Haferteep Jr. takes over the race lead from Sean McClellan with 8 laps to go. But your leader hits the back straightaway for the final time. He will roll into turn 3. Off of turn number 4, he will claim victory at the John Christer Trucking Fall Fling, as Sam Haferteep Jr. wins the final event of the season with the Lucas Oil American Sprint Car Series. Sean McClellan holds on to 2nd. Seth Bergman right there in 3rd. 4th will go to Jason Martin. Kyle Bellum in 5th. John Curry the 2nd crosses in 6th. Wayne Johnson in 7th. Blake Hahn comes up to 8th. Skylar G in 9th. And Rodner Crockett unofficially rounding out your top 10.